In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Today we're in 2 Corinthians and we'll start chapter 2. And today's a really important day because we're talking about something that every one of us deals with, and we need to deal with it well so that we can walk freely and receive God's love and walk in victory in this world. Well, we're talking about forgiveness. You remember in 1 Corinthians, it was chapter 5, where a young man was sleeping with his stepmom, and he was being celebrated by the church, welcomed in the church. And Paul said, look, I'm going to take my hands off so that Satan can have free reign with this guy, so that in his fleshy way of living, he would come to the place where he would realize there's no life in this for me, and he'd want to come back to the fellowship. Well, apparently that has happened. And I think that's the story that Paul's talking about here in the second chapter of 2 Corinthians, because he says things like this. For out of much affliction and anguish of heart I wrote to you with many tears, not so that you would be made sorrowful, but that you might know the love which I have especially for you. Well, the difficult thing he wrote in his first letter was about this guy. And so, apparently though, he has repented, because now Paul says in verse 6, sufficient for such a time as this punishment which was inflicted by the majority. Rather forgive and comfort him. And then he goes on to say, I urge you to reaffirm your love for him. We've got to come to the place where we forgive. Paul says, I forgive also. I did it for your sakes in the presence of Christ. Okay, let's talk about forgiveness. Maybe you've heard the idea that unforgiveness is you drinking poison and then waiting for that other person to die. See, when you hold unforgiveness, you are poisoning yourself. When you live your life as a victim, you are not living. And so Paul says you need to forgive to free yourself. Oh, I've heard it talked about how you wear this backpack, and every time someone offends you, a brick goes into the backpack, and then somebody else offends you and another brick goes into the backpack, so that you, if you are unforgiving, you're carrying this heavy backpack and it just has you weighted down in your life. But when you forgive, it's like you've taken a brick out of the backpack. And so forgive quickly so that there aren't many bricks in your backpack and you can go through life without too much difficulty. Well, it is no accident that the cross is all about forgiveness. Oh, because of Jesus' sacrifice, you have been completely forgiven. All the ramifications of all your sin and all the sin of the whole world has been taken away. This is what the cross did for you and me. It's like Jesus came and said, give me that backpack. I'm going to take it off your back so that there's no place for offenses to land. You walk in pure forgiveness because I have forgiven you completely. See, that's the power of the cross. Oh, let's read one more verse here. It's verse 11. This one is memorization worthy. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. We need to be forgiving so that no advantage would be taken of us by Satan. For we are not ignorant of his schemes. You walk in unforgiveness and Satan gets to jerk you around. You walk in unforgiveness and Satan can use your past, use the offenses that were against you to carry bitterness, to carry anger, to carry things that will block you receiving the love of God. Oh, God wants you free. And so forgive. Forgive quickly. It's a choice. And your emotions will catch up with them because the Lord will pour his love into your heart and heal those places that were hurt. Forgive and pray blessing over the one who offended you and walk free from everything in the past. Paul said, this one thing I do, forgetting what's behind. Well, one of the big parts of doing that is forgiving quickly so that the past is gone and you can walk free from it. We'll get together tomorrow and finish up chapter 2 in 2 Corinthians. I hope you'll join us. Oh, God bless you as you walk free from offense, as you walk free from unforgiveness in your day to day.
Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus.